complicated. Well,
we have started class. Welcome to your Thursday morning Kickstart flow.
it says me if you accept it.
Oh, yeah. Do you have to accept?
Yeah, it says continue or leave the message or leave the meeting.
Okay, so you hit continue.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start. Let's start in child's pose this morning. Bring your body to the mat. And yeah, let's go ahead and start. Bring your knees wide, your toes to touch. Extend forward. Head back over your heels. Bring your forehead towards the ground and maybe place a block underneath your forehead. Allow yourself to settle down, bringing your mind into your body. Notice how your breath feels in this position. Noticing which parts of your body are touching the earth. Start to deepen your breath a bit more. And exhale out through your mouth. And once more, inhale. Exhale out. Come to your ujjayi breath in and out by your nose, creating an audible sound. Now, on your next inhale, start to extend your hands further away from you. Spread the fingers wide. Continue to pull the hips back over your heels. And gently hug your belly in toward your navel. Start to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Maybe stack your left hand over the right. Sit a little bit more deeply into that left side, left hip. And then slowly walk your hands to center. And then take your hands, stack them over to the left side. Maybe take the left hand over top of the right. Pull the hips back, bow your chest down. Breathe into the right waist, right hip. And then slowly move yourself back to center, both hands forward. And slowly shift forward, coming into tabletop position. Stacking your knees knees under the hips and wrists under the shoulders, tabletop. Inhale, start to lower your belly, lengthen your tailbone back as you open your chest. And exhale, push your palms and shins into the earth as you round your spine. Inhale, belly lowers. And exhale, round. And again, inhale. And exhale. And a few more times at your own pace, lining up your breath with your movement. Come into a neutral spine, flat back. Nice inhale, start to stretch your right leg back behind you. And then lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. We'll lift the right leg so it's in line with your hip. So go more for length. Flex the toes, flex your foot, toes point down towards the floor as you pull the right heel back behind you. Now you can stay here, or if you're ready, you can extend your left arm forward. Opposite leg and arm stretch, pulling the left fingertips forward. Keep hugging your belly in toward your spine. Give it one more inhale to lengthen. And exhale, release everything back down. Left hand and the right knee back onto the mat. Other side, extend the left leg back and lift it up in line with the hips. Pull the left heel back behind you, lifting from the inner thigh. And then when you're ready, extend your right arm forward. The core stability here. Keep engaging your core muscles as you pull your belly in. Reaching your right fingertips forward, left heel pulls you back. One more breath. And exhale, release down to the floor. Now let's add on. Inhale, extend the right leg back behind you. Left arm forward. Nice, steady breath. Next, inhale, lengthen and reach. Arm and leg in opposite directions. Now exhale, this time let's curl everything in. Left elbow, right knee as you round your spine. Inhale, extend, reach. And exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, reach. Exhale. And extend. And then slowly lower everything down. Hand and knee back down to the earth. Other side, let's go ahead and extend left leg back and pull it up in line with the hip. Right leg, right arm extends forward in front of you. Nice steady balance. Really engage that left leg, pulling you back, strong legs. And you extend the right arm, inhale, reach out. And exhale, hug in, elbow to knee, pull the belly in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull. Nice. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. One more, inhale. And exhale, pull. And extend. And then slowly release, hand and knee back down to the ground. Nice. Let's do a quick cat and cow here. Inhale, belly lowers, open across your chest. And exhale, round. Keep going. Come back to a neutral spine. Let's set up for a down dog. So slowly slide your hands forward. Spread the fingers. Curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Feet about hips distance apart or maybe slightly wider. Maybe start to pedal out your legs. Press the palms down. Press down the knuckles, firm your outer arms. Relax your head and neck. Belly in gently. And then pause here. Continue to pull the belly in, hips pull back. Maybe add a slight bend to your knees. You can pull the hips back a little bit more. Next, inhale, let's shift forward to plank pose. Shift forward so that your shoulders are now stacked above the wrists. Yeah, continue to pull the belly in and lengthen your tailbone back towards your heels. Steady breath here. One more inhale. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Nice job. Let's do that again. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Top of your chest forward, heels pulled back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, pull back, down dog. One more time. Inhale, shift forward, strong arms. Exhale, pull back, down dog. Downward facing dog. Let's walk the hands back towards the feet. Feet about hips distance apart and you're parallel, so it's pointing forward. Forward fold, maybe add a slight bend to your knees. Fingertips can stay on the floor or maybe grab hold of opposite elbows. Relax your head and neck. Line up your hips above the ankles. Maybe find some movement of your upper torso from side to side. Maybe switch the cross of your elbows. Bring the other arm in front. And slowly, let's take the hands back down, touching the earth. Let's heel tilt the feet together. You're gonna bend your knees, shift your hips back and down, belly in, and slowly lift your chest, torso up, chair pose, Uttanasana. Belly hugs in away from your thighs, tailbone lengthens down, push your feet down and rise all the way up to stand. And as you exhale, hands to heart center. Mountain pose, relax the shoulders down. Let's take a walk to the front of the mat. From the top of the mountain pose, spread the toes, push your feet down actively into the ground. Inner thighs spin back, belly in. Drop the shoulders down your back. Lengthen the crown of your head up. Maybe take this time here to set your intention for your practice. A mantra, or maybe an affirmation, whatever resonates with you this morning. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, lower your arms down by your sides. Inhale, circle your arms out and up. And exhale, hinge at your waist, forward fold. Maybe slightly bend the knees as you lower your hands all the way down. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. As you lengthen your chest forward, tailbone lengthens back. Nice. Exhale, forward fold, lower your chest back down. Push your feet down, rise all the way up to stand. Circle your arms out and up. Palms together and bring them in front of your heart. Nice. One more half sun salutation. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your waist, lower all the way down. Nice. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward, pull the heart forward. Nice. Exhale, fold back down. Release your hands down, step back into plank pose. Shoulders above the wrists. Now roll the toes forward, bend your elbows, lower all the way down to the floor. Lower all the way down. Uncurl the toes. Point the toes back. Hug your elbows in. Your hands are underneath the shoulders. As you push your feet down, your kneecaps lift, legs are active. Push your pelvis down, belly in, and start to lengthen your chest forward and up. So just a gentle back bend here to start. And as you exhale, start to lower your chest back down. 2 more times, just like that. Keep your elbows hugging in. Push your feet down and start to lift your chest up. And exhale, lower back down. Nice. Once more, inhale, lift up. Maybe slide the hands back so that they're by the ribs. Maybe start to push the palms down. Maybe straighten your arms if you want to go for a deeper back bend. Arms straight, push the palms down, shoulders away from the ears. Continue hugging your belly in. Nice. And slowly curl the toes under, pull up to plank pose, and then shift right back, downward facing dog. Nice. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale out. Start to look forward, bend your knees, lift your heels, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your chest forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back in. Push your feet down, rise all the way up to stand. Circle your arms, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Nice. Surya A. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach your chest forward. Exhale, fold. Release your hands down. Step back, plank position. Upper push-up. Nice. Roll over the toes and lower down all the way to the floor. Keep your elbows hugging in. Uncurl the toes, point the toes back, hands under the shoulders. Push your feet down and start to coil your chest up. Exhale, lower your chest, curl your toes back under, downward facing dog. So maybe moving through plank. Maybe keep your knees down as you slide back. Come back into downward facing dog. Deep breath. Relax your head and neck. Arms are strong. Firm up your triceps. Look forward, bend the knees, step, or maybe hop top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, fold back in. Push down, rise up, nice and tall. Exhale, bring it into your heart. Nice, one more, Surya A. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest halfway. Nice. Exhale, release your hands down, step back, plank position. And lower down. Bend the elbows, lower yourself down to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward, coming into your back bend. Low or maybe high cobra. Curl the toes back under. Make your shift yourself back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Very nice. Strong core. Deep breath. Bring your awareness back to the sound of your breath. Slowly, next inhale, let's lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Lift from the inner thigh, the toes pointing down towards the floor. Now slowly shift forward, hug your right knee towards your nose as you round your spine. Hug your knee in towards your chest. Nice. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. And again, knee to nose, hug it in. Inhale, extend, right leg back. And exhale, knee to nose, hold here. Maybe pull the right knee higher as you push the palms down and step the right foot all the way through between your hands. Maybe use the help of your hands to walk your foot forward. Right knee above the right ankle. Now slowly lower your left knee down to the floor. Nice. And take your time walking your hands on top of the right thigh. Hips push forward. And as you're ready, arms reach up towards the ceiling. Nice. Soften the shoulders down. Keep hugging your lower belly in and up. Hips push forward. One more inhale to lengthen the arms up. And as you exhale, lower your arms down. Reach your hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers, elbows in, roll the shoulders back. Maybe start to coil the chest forward and up as you maybe look up towards the ceiling. If it feels okay for your neck. And then slowly release your hands, arms lift up, palms together, and bring your hands in front of your heart. You're going to turn your chest to the right, start to lean your chest forward, and now hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So it's a deep twist here. Yeah, so continue to hug that right hip in. Steer your chest open as you pull your navel in towards your spine. Roll that right shoulder back. Lengthen the crown of your head forward. Nice, keep breathing. Give it one more breath here. And then slowly start to look down towards your right foot. Untwist and release your hands down to frame your right leg. And start to shift back, pull the hips back. As you start to straighten the right leg, it doesn't have to be super straight. Maybe keep a soft bend into your knee. And flex the right foot, toes hug back toward you. Nice. You can always use blocks here if you'd like, the sides of your leg. Lengthen your chest forward and maybe start to fold, lowering your chest, relax your head down. Slowly start to rebend your right knee, place the base of your foot down, walk your hands forward, curl your left toes under, lift your back knee away from the mat, coming into your runner's lunge. Chest lengthens forward, left heel pulls back, step your right foot back into plank pose. Nice. Roll over the toes, lower down all the way. Or maybe taking chaturanga, lowering down just halfway. Uncurl the toes, press up to your cobra, or maybe this time upward facing dog. Nice, chest lifts, palms press down. Curl the toes under, shift back, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Exhale out through your mouth. Next, inhale, lift the left leg up, left toes point down towards the ground. Left leg lifts, nice. Hug left knee in towards your nose, round your spine. Shift forward, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, extend left leg back. Exhale, hug it into center, round. Inhale once more, lift the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hug it maybe a little bit higher, press down, lift the left knee up. Step all the way through between your hands. Knee above ankle, gently release your right knee down to the floor. Walk your hands on top of the left thigh. Hips push forward to that extension across the right hip flexor. When you're ready, reach the right arm up towards both arms up towards the ceiling. Nice, belly in. Soften the shoulders down as the hips push forward. Steady breathing. Take an inhale to lengthen the side ribs up as you reach the fingertips up and release your arms down. Grab your hands back behind you. Maybe take the other interlace of the fingers. Start to roll the shoulders back. Maybe lift the heart up. Maybe release your head back. And slowly release your hands. Reach your both arms up towards the ceiling. Palms together in front of your heart. Let's find that twist. Lengthen your chest forward. Twist, hooking your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Hug the outer left thigh, outer left hip in. So just steer your chest open to the left. Open up through the left shoulder. Maybe look up. Nice, steady, calm breathing. Core is engaged. Take one more breath here. And exhale, start to look down. Release your hands down to frame your left foot. Nice. Pull the hips back. Lengthen your left leg. Maybe slide the hands back with you. Coming into our half splits pose. Flex the left foot. Lengthen your chest forward. And exhale, fold. Hips lengthen back. Opening up the back of the left thigh, left calf muscle stretching. Nice, give it one more breath. I'm going to slowly rebend the left knee, place your foot back down, walk your hands forward, curl your right toes under, and lift your back knee away from the mat. Step back into plank position, and lower down all the way, or chaturanga, pausing, uncurl the toes. Inhale, coming into your back bend. And shift yourself back. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Big breath here. Start to look forward, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees. Shift the hips back, arms left. Uttanasana. Push the feet down, rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, hands to heart center. Surya Namaskar beat. Chair pose, bend your knees, hips pull back, arms up. Exhale, release your hands, lengthen your legs. Nice. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, fold, step back, plank pose. Roll forward and lower down. Inhale up to your back bend, cobra, or maybe up dog. Curl the toes back under, downward facing dog. Once you arrive in dog, step the right foot forward, next to the right thumb. Outer hip hugging in. Spin your left heel down to the floor. Left heel grounded. Right hip in, and slowly lift your chest and reach your arms up. Warrior one. So we're lunging into the right knee. Make sure that both hips are facing forward in front of you. So right ribs, right hip pulls back, left ribs forward. Feet or hips distance apart. Continue to pull your belly in gently, soften through your shoulders. Next. Back leg is strong, left leg is straight, lunging into the right knee. Give it one more breath here. And as you exhale, slowly release your hands down. Step back, plank pose. And make your way back, lowering down to your vinyasa, or maybe you choose to skip and move right into downward facing dog. Continuing to breathe. Left foot steps forward next to the left thumb. Warrior one. Nice left knee above the ankle. Right heel spins down to the ground. And rest. Nice rise all the way up, coming into warrior one. Chest, hips face forward. Maybe you need to heel to the left foot to the left. So you're gonna wrap the right ribs forward. Relax your shoulders down. Nice belly in. Give it one more inhale, lengthen the fingertips up. And slowly release your hands down. Step back, plank position. Take your vinyasa here if you like, or skip it. Move right into downward facing dog here if you want. Nice. Pull back. Downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Start to slow the breath down a bit. Bring your awareness back to the sound of your breath. One more round of Surya B here. We'll look forward, bend your knees, step or hop to the top. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees, hips down, lift your chest up, Uttanasana. Push your feet down, rise all the way up, palms together in front of your hearts. Nice, back to chair pose, bend the knees, lift arms up, and exhale, fold into yourself. Release the hands and fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest. And exhale, release the hands, step back, plank position. Lower down. Inhale, lift through your back bend. And exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Left heel spins down at a sharp angle. Push your feet down. Rise all the way up. Virabhadrasana one. Establish your foundation. Feet pressing onto the mat. Hips forward. Just one more breath here. Exhale slowly. Take your time. Release your hands down. Step back, plank pose. And lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Nice. Come back, downward facing dog. Deep breath. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one on the left side. Right heel lowers. Outer left hip hugs in. Chest forward, arms up. Continue to hug the belly in, hug the front ribs in. One more breath. And slowly release your hands. Step back, plank. And take your vinyasa, make your way back to dog. Belly in as you pull back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale out. Couple of more deep breaths, in and out by your nose. Now slowly start to walk your hands back towards your feet, coming to the back of the mat. Feet hips distance apart. Stay in this forward fold. Go ahead and grab hold of the big toes with the peace fingers. Lengthen your chest forward. And exhale, fold back in. Chest towards your thighs. Relax your head and neck. Maybe if you have the slack, you can grab, as you grab the big toes, maybe the elbows extend out to the sides, helping to steer your chest closer in toward your legs. Back of the neck is long. Next, inhale, reach your chest forward, lengthen your spine. And release your big toes. Heel toe your feet together. Let's come back to chair pose. Bend the knees, hips low. And lift your chest up. Uttanasana, engage your core muscles. Let's pull the palms together in front of your chest. Come into a twist. Lengthen your chest forward. Steer your chest open to the right. Hook your left elbow. Here if you can. Hips low. Lengthen your chest forward. Lengthen the crown of your head forward. Open your chest to the right. Pull that left hip back. So it's in line with the knees. The knees are in line with one another. Yeah, keep going. One more breath here. Lengthen your chest a bit more. And exhale, come back to chair pose. Strong legs, bend the knees. Hips low, arms up, nice. And press all the way up to standing, hands in front of your heart. Big inhale. Exhale out. Back to chair pose. Bend the knees, arms lift. Palms together in front of your chest. Lengthen your chest forward. Steer your chest open to the left. Hook your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Dip the hips low. Lengthen crown of your head forward. Belly in. Nice. This time, pull the right hip back slightly. Make sure knees and feet are aligned. Nice. Nice. Get one more breath here. Strong legs. Come back to chair pose just for one breath. Chair pose, center, arms lift. And exhale, this time release your hands down to the floor and lengthen your legs. Feet hips distance apart. Reach your arms back behind you, interlace the fingers, creating a fist. Continue to bow your chest down as you maybe float your arms away from your back. For the opening expansion of your chest. Head is heavy. Nice and slowly release your hands down, touch the earth. Inhale, hands to your shins, lengthen your chest forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Push your feet down, rise all the way up to stand. Nice, relax your arms down by your side, mountain pose. Take one big inhale. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale, circle your arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at your waist, forward fold. Plant the hands down, feet hips distance apart. Let's slide the hands forward, coming back to downward facing dog. So give yourself enough space, hands forward, heels steer back towards the ground. Let's shift forward to plank pose, shoulders above the wrist, lengthen tailbone back. Nice. Hips about in line with the shoulders, belly in. Let's come in for side plank. Starting with the right hand down the center of the right hand, feet together, Maybe roll to the outer edge of the right foot, left arm up, or another option, you could take the right knee down, continue to steer the chest, stack the left shoulder above the right. Nice. Beautiful, top leg extended there if you like, yep. Hips are lifted, stacking the left shoulder on top of the right. Nice, maybe look up to the top hand. Really nice, give it one more breath here. And slowly coming back to your plank pose. Both hands down, other side. Center the left hand to the mat. We take the same variation you did on the other side. This time stacking the right side of your body on top of the left. Nice. Yeah, maybe extend the top leg. Flex the feet. Hips lifted. Till the opening across your chest. Nice, nice and strong. Give it one more big inhale. Exhale, slowly roll back, plank pose. And move right back, downward facing dog. And slowly start to walk your feet forward to the center of your mat. Walk your feet forward, center of the mat, bring your hands to your hips, and rise all the way up to stand. And we're going to face the long edge of the mat here. Step your feet wide. And if you use blocks here for balancing, I recommend you bring the blocks closer toward you. So you place the blocks back behind you so that they're within reaching distance. Back about bend back of the feet here as you stand. Now, hands to the hips. From the hip, you're going to open up the right leg so the toes point out to the sides of the mat. Your left toes slightly angle in, and you're going to bend the right knee. So make sure that right knee doesn't roll past your ankle. If it does, you maybe have to open the distance between your feet, or maybe don't go as far with that bend into the knee. Outer right hip hugs in. As you're ready, arms extend out to the sides. Nice. Chest is open. Spiral the right ribs, right shoulder rolls back. Maybe look past the left fingertips. Arms are strong. Engage in the biceps and triceps here. Maybe sit a little deeper into the right hip. Push the feet down, straighten both legs, and reach your arms overhead, palms facing in. It's coming back into our warrior two. Bend the right knee, open the arms, lower. Push down, rise up, straighten the right leg, arms up. Once more, push down, lower, warrior two. Push your feet down, straighten the right leg, lift the arms. And warrior two, hold here. Now straighten the right leg. Pull the hips back towards the left foot. Reach your left arm forward and lower your left arm down. Left hand to your shin, or maybe you reach for the block to the outside of your foot. And extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Nice, chest opens. Maybe you bring that block to the taller height. Give yourself some more space to lift your chest. And also so both sides of your waist are lengthening. So pulling that hip, the pelvis back towards your left heel. Your chest is open. Right ribs rolling back, left ribs forward. Maybe looking up towards the right hand. Nice job. And slowly come back into warrior two. Put a bend into the right knee. Start to lift your chest. Stay here, pause for the exhale. Hands to your hips, straighten the right leg. Pivot your toes inward. And other side. From the hip, you're going to open up the left leg, toes point outward to the sides. Your right toes angle in slightly. Yep, go ahead and put a bend into the left knee. Outer left hip in, arms out wide. Nice. Arms are strong. Engaging those leg muscles, hugging the leg muscles into the bone. Outer left thigh hugging in. Roll that left shoulder, left ribs roll back so your chest is really open, facing the long edge. You can take your gaze past the right fingers. Maybe deepen the bend into the right hip, sorry, left hip. Push your feet down, rise up, straighten the left leg, arms lift up. Nice. Back to warrior two, lower down. Maybe bend a little bit deeper down. Push the feet down, straighten the legs, arms lift up. Once more, lower down, warrior two. And then push back up, rise, straighten the legs. And this time back to warrior two. Bend the left knee. Now straighten the legs. Trikonasana. We're going to pull the hips back, reach your left chest forward over the left thigh, and lower left hand down, maybe to your block or your shin. And extend and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Yeah, so if you have the block, maybe place it to be outside of your foot, maybe by the ankle. And if you can, try and push down with the left big toe. Maybe a micro bend into the knee. Chest ears open. Soften the shoulders. Continue to breathe. Nice. Slowly, let's come back, warrior two. Put a bend into the left knee. Lift your chest upright. Nice. Hands down onto your hips. Hands on your hips, straighten the left leg. Pigeon toe the toes in. Hands at your hips, roll the shoulders back, elbows in as you roll back. And slowly hinge forward. Take a wide forward fold. Release your hands down underneath the shoulders. Lengthen your chest forward here. Yep, you can always take blocks, give yourself more space. Lengthen your chest forward here first. And then as you exhale, walk your hands in, forward fold. Relax your head and neck. Actively press your feet into the earth. Kneecaps lift. Engaging your quadriceps. Next inhale, slide your hands forward, lengthen your spine. Bring your hands to your hips and rise all the way back up. Nice. Heel till your feet together, or maybe stop and hop your feet together. We're gonna let that go. We're gonna do one more here, one more wide stance, coming into the balance. Actually, let's come into tree pose in here instead. A little bit different of a balance, but still balancing on one leg. So we're gonna start by standing firmly into the right leg. Come on the toes of your left foot and open the knee. From the hip, you're gonna open up the leg to the side. You can take your foot to the inside of your the calf muscle, your ankle. And you can stay here, firm up the outer hip, your right hip in. Maybe start to slide your foot to the calf muscle, or maybe bring it higher above the knee with the help of your hands. So wherever you are, firm up the hips to center. Take your time. Maybe use the help of the wall or any furniture to help with the balance. As you're ready, palms together in front of your chest. Soften the shoulders down your back, belly hugging in. Then maybe as you're ready, you start to extend your branches, reaching your arms overhead. Taking your time, softening your breath. You have all the time you need to come back in. So with the mountain pose or with your tree pose, it's like the standing leg is like mountain pose. So you're rooting the roots, root that right foot down into the floor. Give it one more inhale to reach, extend your fingertips up and slowly take the palms together and hug your left knee forward and step your foot back down to the floor. Relax your arms. Let that go. Maybe shake up the body. Do whatever you need to do. Let's come back into mountain pose. Come to the other side of tree pose. So root down with the left leg into the floor, left foot. Open up, come onto the toes. Open up your right knee. Maybe you stay here, balancing the toes, heel to the calf muscle, or maybe you slide the foot up higher, wherever you were with the first side. Hug the outer hips in. Notice how one side may be different than the other. Hips in, palms together, soften your shoulders down. Finding the focus, patience with yourself, concentration, steady breathing. As you're ready, extend the arms. Soften your shoulders. Lengthen the crown of your head up. Nice, smooth, steady breathing. Nice, and slowly lower your hands down in front of your chest. Hug the right knee forward and step your foot down. Nice. And we're going to turn to face the front of the mat. You can slide any blocks that you had off of your mat out of your way. From the top of the mat, let's make our way down. Big inhale. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at your waist and fold. Inhale, lengthen your chest. Exhale, release your hands down, step back, plank position. You can take your last vinyasa here, or skip it, move back into downward facing dog. We'll start to take your knees down to the floor. Knees lower. Take your feet out to the sides. Actually, let's go ahead and stand up onto the knees. Let's take camel pose from here. Ustrasana camel pose. So I'll just face towards you. So the knees are at about hips distance apart. Hands at your lower back. So you have options here. So I'll just show you. So the fingers can point downward, or if the wrists allow, you can take your fingers upward against your back. So the palm presses down to help to smooth the glutes down to create space for your back. Knit belly in. So the hips push forward as you start to coil your chest, roll the shoulders back. So you want to keep your hips upright as you lower your upper back and mid back, back. Shoulders roll back, maybe head back. So slowly push your shins and your feet down as you rise all the way back up. And then slowly start to take a seat and lower down, pausing here. Maybe take a block in between your feet to give yourself a bit more support for the seat here. Yeah. Just pause here, a couple of breaths. We'll take one more camel pose. All right, let's slowly come back up, come back onto your knees. Adjust your hands, so maybe take the same position before, fingers up, or maybe the fingers down, whichever works better for you and your body. Hips pull forward, belly in. Roll the shoulders back, elbows, and slowly start to lean the upper back. Feel the strength of your legs. Nice, and slowly push the legs, your feet down as you rise back up, and then take a seat once more. Sit back, keep your spine lengthening up, keep that length that you've created. Nice. Slowly as come forward onto hands and knees. You can take that block off to the side. We're going to lower onto our backs. Lower down. With the knees bent, lower your back to the floor and hug your knees into your chest. Maybe roll from side to side a bit here, massaging your lower back. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, elbows wide apart. And take one last abdominal strengthener here. So knees above the hips, so take yogi twists. Lift your shoulders off the floor, straighten the right leg, bring your right shoulder towards your left knee, and then switch. Opposite leg to shoulder. Keeping your chest lifted, elbows away from your ears. Continue to breathe. If there's any sensitivities in the lower back, maybe straighten the legs a little bit higher. Try to keep the shoulder blades away from the mat as best you can. Intentional movements here. Connecting your mind and with your breath and the movement. Square, keep going. Nice and strong. 2 more sets each side. And when you're done, hug both knees into your chest, lower your shoulders back down. Open your arms out to the sides like a T-shape, palms facing down. Take your hips, you can take your toes down, just take your hips over to the left side of your mat, and then roll your knees over to the right. Supine twist. Relax your shoulders down. Look wherever is comfortable, maybe that's straight up, or maybe you look towards your left fingers. Start to soften, slow your breath down. And then slowly bring your knees back to center. Recenter your hips, and then shimmy your hips over to the right side of your mat. Knees together and roll them over towards the left. Anchor the shoulders down, chest opening. Smooth, steady breathing. And slowly come back to center, recenter your hips to the mat and hug your knees into your chest. Maybe take happy baby pose, separate the knees, stacking your ankles above your knees, maybe grab the outer edges of your feet or the back of your thighs. Maybe going in for the deeper stretch with the legs straight, grabbing the big toes or maybe the inside of your thighs. Lower back to the floor. And then slowly start to release your feet and take your legs all the way down to the floor. Straighten the legs. Allow the inner thighs to roll open, toes out to the side. Slide your shoulders down, your back, palms facing up. Allow your fingers to curl in naturally. Start to soften your entire body. Giving yourself this time to integrate all that your body just did throughout your practice. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Back to a smooth, steady breath. Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Draw your awareness back into your body. Maybe place your hand somewhere on your body. Bring your awareness back to the physical space. And gently start to hug your knees in toward your chest. And start to roll over to your side. And as you're ready, use your hands to start to push yourself upwards into a comfortable seated position. Soften your shoulders down. Maybe start to notice how you feel differently compared to the start of your practice. Take your palms together in front of your heart. Draw your awareness back to your intention. Take this time to thank yourself for coming to your mat for your practice today. Start to bow your forehead in towards your chest. Inhale to lift back up. Namaste. Beautiful job. Wonderful, wonderful practice today.